Hey guys, welcome back. Okay, so today we're going to be doing this paper. It's a math paper. It's the February-March 2021 0580/42. It's the paper 4. It's the extended version. The instructions are pretty similar. There's 130 marks, so let's get into it. Painter, plumber, electrician. 35 an hour, fixed charge plus that per hour for the first. Okay, so these are the rates charged by a painter, plumber, and electrician who do some work for Mr. Sharma. The painter works for 7 hours. Okay, so we wanna times 7 on this guy. I'm just gonna write it down. So that's because that's my work in 35 times 7. Calculate the amount. Oh, that's pretty direct. It's 35 times 7. It's $245. Mr. Sharma pays the plumber $252. Okay, so there's a fixed charge, that's 40. So it's gonna be 40 plus 26.50 an hour. But we don't know how many hours, so you're gonna have to multiply that by x. This total will equal $252. I'm gonna minus that by 40. So 2650x should equal 212. You divide that through, and you will have 8. So 8 hours. Mr. Sharma pays the electrician that amount. Okay, so for the electrician, 48 an hour for the first two. Clearly it's over that. So let's just calculate that first. So first two is 48 per hour. First two, that's 48 times 2, because we got 2 hours. And then 32 per hour. Consequent. How much is it again? 32. Okay, so 32x, because we don't know how many hours after that. Now, the sum should equal 224. 48 times 2, that's 96 plus 32x should equal 224. So 32x is 128. X should equal 4. So 4 hours. Write down the ratio of the amount Mr. Sharma pays to the painter, plumber, electrician. And you want to simplify. So painter is 245. Painter is 245. Plumber is 252. Plumber PL is 252. And electrician E is 224. 224. Wow. Okay, these are really big numbers. I'm gonna divide everything by 3. Let's see that work. Let's see if that works. I'll test one by one. I think they can all divide by 7. 245 divided by 7 is 35. 252 divided by 7, that's 36. Okay, I think this is it. 224 divided by 7, that is 32. Okay, so just gotta fill these in. Painter, plumber, electrician, right? Painter, plumber, yep, electrician, in that order. So we're gonna just duplicate that and put it here. There you go. Oh wow, okay, transformations. Describe fully the single transformation that maps triangle A onto triangle B. A onto B, it has moved from quadrant 1 to 2. So that's a rotation, I'm pretty sure, because it was facing up, now it's facing that way. So rotation of 90 degrees. Where is the center of rotation? I usually use a ruler. So I want to find two similar points. No wait, so I need a physical ruler for this one. Okay, so there's my physical ruler. I want to find the center of rotation that is somewhere here. Just gotta connect. I'll randomly put maybe here. It looks like it's around there. So this is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 units, and to that is 1, 2, 3, 4 units. Okay, so that's somewhere off balance. Maybe here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 units, and this is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 units. Okay, that looks about right. And this is 90 degrees. I can check with my physical ruler, which you guys can't see. Now I'll look for another point and see if that matches this and that, and we'll count if the number of paces are the same. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Alright, that looks about it. I'm pretty sure that is the center of rotation, -3 and 2. So we want to describe that. We'll say it is a 90 degrees anti-clockwise rotation. Okay, because it was not following the clock. Your clock does not go this way. Now the point is this, which is -3, 2. Done. That's 3 marks. Wow. Triangle A onto triangle C. So from A you want to move to C. Clearly C is smaller, but what else is there? Gonna take a physical ruler. This looks like 180 degrees rotation, just to check. So that and this point should be the same. Just gonna adjust that. Okay. And now this one. Okay, I only need these 2 lines. It looks about you know what? It looks just like a enlargement. It is an enlargement, but they're on opposite sides. Let's just check. This is 4 units. This is 8 units. Okay, so this is 4 units and this is 2. So it grew by half. It became smaller. It is an enlargement with a scale factor of a half, because it grew smaller by half, and it's on opposite sides. Like this is where your enlargement happens. It's on one side and the other one is on the other side, so that's gonna be a negative enlargement at the point -2, 1. -1, sorry. At -2, -1. Okay, 3 marks. This looks harder. Draw the image of triangle A after a translation by the vector -5, -10. So this is x and y. Just gonna write that in blue. This is x and y. So it'll move -5 spaces x from A. Just gonna do that. -5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and -10 y. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay, so that's my first point. Okay, there's that. And 4 units to the left, that's my second point, right? So there you go. And 8 units upwards, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. This is where my new triangle is. Oh. Okay, so that's my new triangle. Do I have to name it? Image of triangle A. So that's, I'm just gonna label A B, like that, after translation. Now, does this look correct? -3, -5, okay. 1 and 5. Yep, That's right. Okay, so now for C, draw the image of triangle A after a reflection in a line y equals 4. Let's find out where y equals 4 is. Y equals 4 is this line, right? So we want to reflect it from this point. You move one step to the reflection. So it should make sense that you're one step away from the reflection. Same with this point, one step to the reflection, one step away. And this tip is 8 steps away from my current point. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. There you go. This is it. So this is my image for question C. I'm going to reset everything else just so I don't confuse myself. Okay, so 2, 3, yep, that looks about it. Looks about right. All right, let's keep going. 3A, wow, look at those angles. A is 126, because these are opposites and they're the same. B is this one, which is here. So I can get what B is. Just take 180 minus 126. So B is just 180 minus 126. So that's 54 degrees. And now for C, since this is 54 degrees, C is just 360 minus everything. 126, 63, 54. That's 117. Yep, that's it. Points R and S. R and S lie on a circle with diameter PQ. Okay, so I have a diameter, and they're parallel. That's perfect. So this is 90 degrees, right? Because of the diameter. That's 58, so I can know what this is. 180 90 minus 58. That's 32. Okay, so I pretty much have everything now. And now x is this is a z, so x is just 32. Okay, so I have everything. Find the value of x, giving a geometrical reason for each stage of your working. Okay, so what's my first stage? What's my first stage? In that semicircle, there's a 90 degrees here, right? So 90 degrees at angle PRQ because of the diameter. So I have this in the semicircle, yeah. In the semicircle, you want to be as detailed as possible. So I have that 90 now. In a triangle, the total is 180, right? That's how I got the 32. 32 degrees at RQP, angle RQP, because total angles in a triangle add up, excuse my handwriting, to 180 degrees. And I can get x. X is 32. I'm just going to write that in first. 32 degrees. Because you have an alternate angle. X equals 32 degrees because it is alternate with angle RQP. RQ and P. You can write this better. I'm not saying I have the best handwriting. It looks terrible. Okay, points A, B, and C lie on a circle. Center O. Angle AOC is 142. Find out the angle Y. If I do this, this is 71. Okay, 71. 360 divided by minus 142, this is 218. Okay. Oh, okay. So since I got all the lengths touching opposite sides already, first I'm gonna label this x. So angle AXC equals 142 over 2. That's 71 degrees. And because these are all four parts of the circle, I know opposites are 180. So y equals 180 minus 71. It's 109 degrees. That's it. Okay, well, a shop gives each of 1,000 people a voucher. 28 people use their voucher. The shop now gives that many people a voucher. Calculate how many of these people are expected. So this looks like a ratio thing. 28 people equals 1,000. Sorry, no. How about this? 1,000 vouchers equals 28 people. So now 16,500 vouchers should equal. When I divide, it looks like 16.5. So times 28, that's 462 people. It's a ratio question. In a class activity, all the 15 students wear hats. Okay. 7 students wear red, 6 green, and 2 white. Is that everyone? 7 plus 6 plus 2. Yep, 15. One of the students is picked at random. Find the probability that the student wears a red hat. Okay, so probability red hat is 7 out of 15. That's it. 7 out of 15. 2 of the 15 students are picked at random. You're picking 2 people. Show the probability of these students wear hats of the same color is that. Ooh, I'm showing something. Okay. So probability of 2 red plus probability of 2 green and probability of 2 white should equal in all the possible same color hats. So 2 red is 7 out of 15. You want to multiply that with another 7 out of 14, right? Oh, 15. Okay, yeah. Let's do 15. Plus green, that's 6 out of 15 times 6 out of 15 plus 2 out of 15 plus 2 out of 15. Let's see if that works. Okay, so that's 49, 225. I think the number should decrease because after you pick the first one, it shouldn't be on the second. Yeah, the number should decrease. So there's 14 people left. That's 6 over 14. Yep. There should be 5, 6, and then 5 people left. 14. It should be 1 over 14. This is times. Yep. Okay, so 7 times 6 over 15 times 4. Wow. Okay. I think this should be about it. 7 over 15 times 6 over 14. That's 1 out of 5 plus 6 out of 15 times 5 out of 14. That's 1 over 7 plus, this is 7, right? 15 times 7, that's 1 over 105. Okay, so let's add them together. 1 over answer plus 1 over 7 plus 1 over 15. 23 over 100. Am I adding this right? 2. One over 5 Yes. This is 1/7. Okay. And that is 1/105. Mm-hmm. 1/5 plus 1/7 plus 1/105. Yep, that's it. So 37/105, and now I can say shown. Done. Okay, so 3 of the 15 students are picked at random. Find the probability that at least 2 of these wear red hats. Okay, at least 2, that means it could be 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. It's too many to calculate. I'm going to do 1 minus. So 1 minus probability of no red hats and minus probability of 1 red hat. That's going to be a lot quicker. So that's 1 minus no red hats. That would be 8 out of 15. Now the second one, I also don't want red hats, so that's 7 out of 14. And the third one could either be green or white. So I can see that it's repeating. I'm going to have it write 7 out of 13 because that's the probability, because it repeats. Now, if I have 1 red hat, then I'll have 1 of each. So 1 of each would be 8 out of 15. By the way, there's 3 possibilities for this. Depends on which one you pick first. 8 out of 15 times 7 out of 14 times 7 out of 14 times 6 out of 13. Okay, so that is... Ooh, gotta type this in the calculator. 8 out of 15 times 7 out of 14 times 7 out of 13. That's and times 3, so that's 1 minus 28/65, and I'll have to minus 8 times 15 times 7 out of 14 times 6 out of 13. So that is, oh wait, 8 out of 15 times 7 out of 14 times 6 out of 13. That's 8/65. So let's see what we get. 1 minus 28 minus 28. No, sorry. 65 minus 28 minus 20 minus 8. That is 29 out of 65. Now, the way I'm doing it is a lot more advanced. So I'm not going to go into that a lot unless you can imagine those probabilities really well. Okay, now calculate angle ADB. ADB. All right, so I'm going to need this one. I have 3 lengths, so I can use the cosine rule. So cosine rule is basically Pythagoras. AB, this is the length, squared should equal 8.6 squared plus 9.7 squared. So these two, that's the Pythagoras. Minus 2, 8.6 BC, 9.7 cosine ADB. Okay, so let's figure out what this is. Wait, I don't think there is a square root. Let me just double check cosine rule. Oh, there is a square root. Okay, so squared. That's 4.4. Now let's figure out what this is. 4.4 squared minus 8.6 squared minus 9.7 squared divided by -2 divided by 8.6 divided by 9.7. So cosine of angle ADB is equal to 0.8912. So angle ADB equals, inverse of that is 26.97. So 26.97. Now calculate DC. Okay, so this is 26.97 degrees. I want DC, so that looks like a sine rule to me. Yeah, so this is 180 minus 65 minus 42. This is 73. BCD. Angle BCD is 180 minus 65 minus 42. That's 73 degrees. And now I can do DC. So DC over, this is the sine rule, DC over sine 65 should equal 9.7. Its length over angle equals length over angle. 9.7, the angle is 73, so sine 73. Sine that angle, 9.7 divided by that, times sine 65. So it's 9.19. 9.19, yep. Calculate shortest distance from C to BD. Okay, C to BD. C to BD. Shortest distance is basically this one with a 90 degrees. Every time I hear shortest distance, I know area equals area. So I need to find the area somehow. The current area is area equals area. Area 1 equals area 2. So half BC sine A. Half BC sine A. BC sine A. I don't have other. Oh, I do have other lengths. Half BC, so that's 9.7. C is just 9.19. Sine the middle angle. So this is my B and C. So sine 42 should equal half base height. This is my base, 9.7. This is my height, CX. So you can see that this cancels out. I'm going to write this nicely. This is X. So that's 9.19 sine 42. And the answer is 6.15. 6.15. Okay, shortest distance. Area equals area. That's what I think about. Okay, so I have a graph. The grid shows the graph of y equals that. Okay, it's a quadratic. I can see that because it's a sad face. The graph shows it passes through these 2 points. All right. Find a value of a and b. I'm pretty sure that's b. The y-intercept is 4. Oh no, a is the y-intercept, so that's 4. And now b is the gradient. So gradient formula, m equals 4 minus 1 over 0 minus 1, that's -3. And that's it. Write down the equation of the tangent of to the graph at 0, 4. At 0, 4 is this one. This is 0, 4, and clearly it's a straight line. So the gradient is 0. The gradient is 0. But we want this line, right? So that's y equals 4. That's the equation. So that's y equals 4. Yep, equation of the tangent. That's a straight line, so you get y equals 4. The equation of the tangent to the graph at x equals -1. X equals -1. So that's this one. Okay, a little. I'm gonna put a ruler there. X equals -1. So there you go. So as you can see, I'm touching the graph in only one point. So this line is y equals 6x plus 7. So that's y equals 6x plus 7. What do I want to do with it? Find the equation of tangent to the graph at x plus 1. Okay, they're identical. The only difference is it's going down, so that's y equals negative 6x plus 7 because they're going down. Okay. Yeah. Okay, so the table shows some values for these two. Complete the table. Okay, I would type this in the calculator. 1 plus 5 over 3 minus x. Calculate. Negative 1. So it's 2.25. Calculate 0. That's 2.67. Calculate 1. That is 3.5. Okay, so I typed all this in the calculator. That's 3 marks. On the grid, draw the graph of that. Oh, wow, okay. For negative 2 till 1.5. So I'm going to have to erase all that. Okay, and I'm going to have to draw this. Negative 2, 1.5. Is that the same scale? Okay, so 2, 2.11. So that's 2. 2.11. That's here. 2.25, 2.43. 2.25. 2.43. 2.673. 2.67. 2.67 and 3. 3.5, 4.3. 3.5, 4.3. 2, 3. Okay, there you go. So this is the line. Of course, you can try to draw it nicer than mine. Write down the values of x where the two graphs intersect. Okay, so this is the first x and that's the second x. So that is clearly negative 1.5 and what is this? 0. No, yeah, 0.6. Negative 1.5 and 0.6. Negative 1.5, 0.6. Is that where it is? Oh, no, that's negative 7. Negative 5, 0.5. 0.5. This is 0.5. Okay, and is that 0.6? It's not, maybe 0.5. 0.5. This is 0.7. And that's 0.5. 0.7. Yeah, okay. So, no, this is 0.5. Yeah, if you drew nicely on a piece of paper, you should be able to get a more accurate reading compared to mine. Yep. I'm going to go with 0.6. 6, 7 maybe. Okay, the answers of part C are two solutions of a cubic equation in terms of x. Okay. C1. C1. Okay, two solutions to that. Find this equation in terms of those. Ooh, okay, so this cubic has these two answers. Wow. I have two solutions, these two. Basically, I'm combining them together, aren't I? Y equals 4 minus 3x squared. And this one where y equals 1 plus 5 over 3 minus x. So if I combine them, it's 4 minus 3x squared equals 1 plus 5 over 3 minus x. That is going to be 3 minus x plus 5 over 3 minus x. So that's just 8 minus x. I'll multiply the 3 minus x on both sides. So that will give me 12 minus 9x squared minus 4x plus 3x cubed equals 8 minus x. All right, I'm pretty close. Let's rearrange. That's 3x cubed minus 9x squared minus 3x plus 4 equals 0. Okay, so I can have all 4 now. Those are my answers, and I will duplicate them, and I will put them here. That's it. Okay, so now the box and whisker plot shows information about the marks scored by some students in a test. Write down the median mark. So the middle number, that is just this one. So that's 70. Work out the range. Range is your data from which point to which point. So that has to be 90 minus 11. So 90 minus 11. No, that's 12. 90 minus 12, so that's 78. Jai scored a mark in the test that was higher than the mark scored by 75% of the students. Okay, write down a possible mark for Jai's. 75% of the students. This is 50, so 75% should be somewhere here. You want to get something more than that. So maybe 80. I'll go with... No, wait. That's 50%. So now I'll cut into 2 more pieces. Yeah, it should be somewhere here. So maybe 80, I don't know, 86. Yeah, let's do 86. 86. Okay, I'm going to erase that. This box and whisker plot shows information about marks scored by the same students in a second test. Make a comparison between the distribution. Okay, so this is a longer tail. I can see that. What else can I see? The median has changed. This was 70, and now it's 74. That's in twos. Yeah, so 74. So let's say that. The median shifted from 70 to 74. Shifted leftwards. Why not? Yeah. Okay, so a table shows information about height and this. Calculate an estimate of the mean. Whenever they don't give you actual numbers, you want to find the median. Sorry, the midpoints. 0 and 20, that's 10. 20 and 30, that's 25. This is 30 plus 34. That's 32. 34 plus 40 divided by 2, that's 37. So, and this is 50. Okay, so mean is 10 times 4 plus 25 times 9 plus 32 times 20 plus 37 times 15 plus 50 times 2 all over 4 plus 9 plus 20 plus 15 plus 2. Okay, let's see what we get. 40 plus 25 times 9 plus 32 times 20 plus 37 times 15 plus 100. So it's 1560 all over 50, because 50 plants. Yeah, I could just have written 50. So it's 31.2. That's it. Some apples weighed, and you get some apples mass and frequency. Okay. Work out the value of x. And they gave me frequency density. Cool. So frequency density, you always want to get the area. This is 10 and this is 5, so that's 50. Okay. This is 5 and this is 7.6. So 5 times 7.6. Yep. 5 times 7.6, and that is 38. Just write it there. Complete the histogram. Ooh, okay. From 115 to 125, so this one. I want 44, so that's 10. So I want 4.4. There you go. Yep. Now 51, 125 to 140. So 51 divided by 15. That's 3.4, so 3.4 is here. There you go. That's the frequency density block. Okay, let's keep going. Diagram shows a sector OXY of a circle with center O and a radius 9.5 cm. Sector angle 53. Okay, so I got lengths OA equals OB. So this is the same. Show that the area of sector is that. Correct to one decimal place. Okay, area of sector. Area of sector, area over pi r squared should equal 53 over 360. So area equals times pi times 9.5 squared. 41.74. cm squared. Oh, okay, I'm done. Shown. The area of the triangle is 1/3 the area of OXY. Okay, so area of triangle is 1/3 of 41.7. So it's 13.9. And I know the area formula. It's half of base height, half of AB, that's the base, and the height is this, which I also don't know. Okay, maybe I'll use a different formula. I can use the sine rule for the area. So that's half BC, which is OA, times OA, OB, sine of 53. Okay, that also works. So times 2 times divide sine 53, sine 53. So basically the OA squared is equal to 34.8, and OA will be square root of that. That is 5.899. 5.9, yeah, let's do 5.9 cm. So there's multiple area formulas, you just gotta remember what they are. Now the diagram shows a sector OPQ with center O and radius 24 cm. The sector angle is 60 degrees. Okay, same thing. I can draw a triangle if I want to use triangle formulas. A cone is made up of this. So this is 24. And 60 is gone. I can't use that anymore. What else can I do? Ooh, I can find the length of PQ. PQ over 2 pi r, because that's the actual length of the whole thing, should equal 60 divided by 360. So total over total. That's what I know. I'm going to move this down. So that should tell me something. PQ should equal 60 divided by 360 times 2 pi times the radius is 24. So 25.13 cm. That is my PQ, which is actually the base, the length, the circumference of the base of this cone. Now I want to find the volume. So volume of cone, VC, pi r squared h. I will need pi r squared. I only have the circumference, so we will have to reverse engineer it. So 2 pi r should equal 25.13. R should equal, divided by 2 pi, 4. Okay, I got the radius. So pi r squared is just pi 4 squared. Height is, ooh, what's the height? I got 24, radius is 4. Okay, so Pythagoras to get the height. That's 24 squared minus 4 squared, square root. Times 4 squared times pi. Oh yeah, a third. They gave me a formula. I forgot to divide that by 3. So a third of that is 396.5 cm cubed. 396.5. Okay. Factorize this. Ooh, okay. So I always do this by parts. So I'm going to factorize a from these two, 2a. So 2a from these two, I'm going to be left with m plus 2p. I will factorize negative b from these two. So that's going to be positive m plus 2p. Since they are the same algebra, 2a can minus b, and m plus 2p will be on the back. Done. Factorize these two, 5k plus g, 3k plus g, three k plus 3g, okay, so that's 3 minus 4. Yeah, okay, so done. This is this should be a 1 mark answer. It's 2 marks. Wow. Okay, so this one, this is going to be 2 squared x squared minus y squared, and then squared. So I'm going to have 2x minus y squared, 2x plus y squared. This is just the formula. And if you remember and you know it well and you're careful, you should be able to do this. Expand and simplify. Oh, okay. So this is, I'm going to do these two first. So that's x squared plus x minus 3x minus 3. Multiply that by 3x minus 4. Simplify it a little bit. X squared minus 2x minus 3. 3x minus 4. Now I can keep expanding. That's 3x cubed minus 4x squared minus 6x squared plus 8x minus 9x plus 12. Ooh, okay. So it's 3x cubed minus 10x squared minus x plus 12. Hopefully I'm careful. That's okay. Yeah, it looks about right. Now, this one. Find the value of a and of b. Okay, they're equal, so I'm going to expand that. So that's x squared plus 2ax plus a squared should equal x squared plus 22x plus b. So 2a equals 22. A is 11. A squared equals b. So 121 equals b. There you go. 11 and 121. Okay. A box is a cuboid with length that, and that. Box is completely filled with that much of sand. Calculate the density. Density is mass divided by volume. Perfect. I will get the volume in meters cubed. So volume equals 0.45 times 0.3 times 0.42. That's 0.0567. To get the density, 90.72 divides by that. So it's 1,600. A bag contains that much of sand. Okay. Some of this sand is used to completely fill a hole in the shape of a cylinder. So cylinder is pi r squared h. That's the volume. Hole is 30 cm deep and has a radius of 10. Let's find out the volume. So pi, radius is 10. So 10 squared times 30 times pi. So that's, I'm going to leave it as 3,000 pi. That's the cylinder. Percentage of sand being used. So percentage used is 3,000 pi over 15,000 times 100%. Divide by 15,000 and you get 62.83%. 83%, yep. So sand costs that much per ton. Okay, so 1 ton is equal to $98.90. This cost includes a 15% tax. Calculate the amount of tax paid per ton paid. Okay. So that $98.90 is already added with the 15%. Let's say you have an original amount, X, then you plus 15% of X, which is just 15 over 100X. Should equal 98.90. So 115 over 100, x should be 98.90. You divide 115 by 100, you get 8,600. That's the original. Hold on. Yeah, so $86. $86 is the original price. You want to find the tax paid. So tax is 98.90 minus 86. So you pay $12.90 for that. Yep, because you get the original price, and for you get the tax, you just minus, because that's the extra. Raj buys some sand for that much. Calculate the cost in dollars when exchange rate is that. Okay. So this is the exchange rate, $1 to 70.8 rupees. You want to find 1 rupee. That's 1 over 70.8. So now it's 3,540 rupees. That should equal 3,540 over $70.8. That is $50. And that's it. Gaia spends $48 to buy books that are X each. Okay, so X each. So books times X equals 48. So the books is 48 over X. So 48 over X. That is the expression for a number of books. And X would be the price. Okay, so let's look at B. Mira spends $60 to buy books that cost that much. Okay, so A, because I don't know the number of books that Mira bought, A times X plus 2, that should be 60. Gaia buys 4 more books than Mira. Let's just figure out what Mira is. Mira is just 60 over x plus 2. Okay. Gaia buys 4 more books than Mira. So that means I need to take Gaia's books minus 4. That will equal. So Gaia's books is 48 over x. And when I minus 4 from that, they should equal 60 over x plus 2. So this is the number of books Gaia bought, and this is the number of books Mira bought. And I have to minus 4 to make them equal. So what I do now, I can combine the fractions. This is just 48 minus 4x over x equals 60 over x plus 2. Now I can cross multiply. The next line is just going to be 60x equals 48x plus 96 minus 4x squared minus 8x. Okay, let's simplify this area here. That's just 4x squared. I'm bringing them over to the left. 40, so that's plus 20x, and minus 96 equals 0. I'll divide through by 4 because that's the direction we want to go. I will have x squared plus 5x minus 24. So I have shown that. Yep, shown. That's it. Solve by factorization. Okay, so I'm going to use the calculator because it will tell me everything. 1, 5, negative 24. I know the answers are x minus 3 and x plus 8. Okay, so x equals 3 or x equals negative 8. Done. There's 3 marks in this. There's 3 marks in that. Okay, maybe I'll add another line just to be safe. So that's x minus 3 equals 0 or x plus 8 equals 0. I'm done. So that's 3 and negative 8. Okay, so find the number of books Mira buys. I know what x is. X is just the price. So x can't be a negative number because this will be broken. I'm going to have to reject the negative 8. So reject x equals negative 8. Use x equals 3. Number of books Mira buys. Okay, number of books Mira buys is A. So A equals 60 over x plus 2 from up here. That's 60 over 5. So 12 books. 12 books. Find the gradient of the curve that. So you want to get the gradient, you got to differentiate that. That's dy dx. You get 6x squared minus 7. At x equals 2, negative 2, dy dx will equal 6 times 2 squared minus 7. So that is 24 minus 7. It's 17. A is the point, that, and B. Calculate the length. The length is basically Pythagoras. So it's the square root of the height of the triangle, AB, square root of the height of the triangle, which is from negative 5 till 7. I'm going to take 7 minus negative 5. And then square that, and it's 2 minus 8. Square that. So what's that going to be? That's 12 squared plus negative 6 squared. 144 plus 36. Square root of that, I will have 13.42 units. 13.42. 17. units. Find the equation of the line that is perpendicular. Okay, so perpendicular means the gradient is the opposite. Okay, so coordinates AB. To get the gradient, it's rise over run. So rise is from 2 to 8, 8 minus 2. And the run is from 7 to -5, so -5 minus 7. So that's 6 over -12. So that's -1/2. That is the gradient. And the second gradient should be 2. Because you want to flip it around. This is M1, this is M2. Because they're perpendicular, using the M1, M2 equals -1 formula. I'm just going to put that in red. Okay, give your answer in that. So y equals mx plus c. Y is 3 equals m is 2, -1 plus c. So c equals 5. Final answer, y equals 2x plus 5. And that is it. AB is one side of the parallelogram ABCD. Okay, so I'm going to draw the parallelograms so I can imagine better. So A, B, C, and D. It's a parallelogram, so BC is -A, -B, and they're both positive. The gradient of BC is 1, and equals 1. BC, find the coordinates of D. Okay. The magnitude of BC is -8, so -A squared plus -B squared square root. That is BC. Third 8. So it's A squared plus B squared equals 8. Okay, so I have this information now. The gradient is 1. The gradient is 1. How do we use that information? Since the gradient is 1, A squared and B squared should be the same, right? So since m equals 1, it'll be 2A squared equals 8. So A squared equals 4. So A equals plus minus 2. But since it says they're positive, it will equal 2, positive 2. Okay, so now I have my A. I can change this. I can change these, and that's going to be -2 and -2. So this is going to be -2 and -2. That's my vector. What do I want to do? I want to get coordinates of D. I have coordinate A, don't I? Coordinate A is 7, 2. Okay, so 7, 2. A is 7, 2. So D is 7 minus 2 and 2 minus 2. So that's 5, 0. Okay, got it. So that's 5 and 0. Oh, looks like I'm done. Okay, that's all for this video, and I will see you guys in next. Thank you for watching.